The univariate procedure in SAS gives you essentially every univariate statistic you could ever imagine. So here's a data set, and I'm going to use just a single univariate procedure with no options. This is just the default, what it does. And I want to run this univariate procedure on this first variable, test 1. So if I run this, it gives you all kinds of things, and mean, standard deviation, skewness, your basic stuff, mean, median, mode, etc., etc., quantiles. It'll give you a student's T. This is for the null hypothesis that mu is equal to 0, and then there's the matching p-value for this t-test. So be a little bit careful. Then if you want to run a t-test with some other null hypothesis, you need to run a proc t-test. And then the main point that a lot of people use a univariate procedure for is double checking their data set to make sure nothing's very particularly strange is going on. With really big data sets, you don't want to print them out, so you can go in and look and see that things are not too weird. It'll give you the extreme observations. This is the lowest and this is the highest. And so my lowest value is 51 for this first exam grade for this class. 51 doesn't seem to be too odd, but if I want to go ahead and double check and make sure that this is not an A student, I'll need to look at observation number 7 in my original data set. Similarly, my highest value looks pretty good at 95, seems pretty normal, but if I want to double check it, I can look at observation number 2 in the original data set and make sure that's okay. So if you get anything too odd, that's where you can look. Here are a couple other options. If you want, that's only the default only prints out a portion of the actual statistics that the univariate procedure can do. If you want all of them, put this word all here. I'm going to specify confidence limits with an alpha of 0.03, so it'll give me 97% confidence limits. And you can just see all the different things that it does. It's a little bit crazy. Here we've got 97% confidence limits instead of 95%. 95% is the default. And it just gives you all kinds of stuff, and I'll let you look through it to see what it does. Let me show you some of the plots that it does. If you're testing whether the data is normal, you can use this normal option here. That'll give you Shapiro-Wilk and a few other things, and along with their p-values. The plots options will give me stem and leaf